It's time to reclaim your power. It's time to be fearless. It is time to be bold. My gorgeous Pisces, when it comes to numerology, your number is 777. This is such a powerful combination of numbers, and in your particular case, oh my God, what's going to happen this week is going to be absolutely life-changing in every possible way for you, my gorgeous Pisces. And it's all going to start right at the beginning of this week. It's to do with this gorgeous person, somebody who you really look up to, somebody who always is, is keep on inspiring you when it comes to your life and when it comes to things you would like to explore, and when it comes to certain things that inspires you so much. A lot that does come from this particular person. This could be somebody who is in your life physically, but it could also be somebody who you maybe watch every now and then, and that that particular person is inspiring you in that particular way. But the bottom line is, it's somebody who normally has a really positive impact on you. It's to do with somebody who normally makes you feel really good, about yourself, and it's to do with this particular person who is really special. And the bottom line is, this particular person is normally inspiring you, my gorgeous Pisces. So that particular person is once again about to take the center stage in your life. You are gonna really kind of watch this person, or you are gonna be listening to that person if that particular person is in your life. Do you know what I mean? It could be somebody who is in your life physically, like one of your best friends or one of your friends or one of your family members. It could even be your partner, or it could be somebody who you watch like every now and then, or it could be somebody who you watch like regularly. So as I said, this particular person is going to take the center stage in your life right at the beginning of this week. There is something that this particular person is going to do. There is something that this particular person is going to talk about, and there is something that this particular person is going to say. What this person is going to say, oh my God, you're really going to connect to, my gorgeous Pisces, like literally instantly, in such a way where you are going to be reminded of something you're so passionate about. It's not that you forgot about this aspect when it comes to your life, my gorgeous Pisces. It's not that you forgot this, what you're passionate about, but it's just that, a lot has been happening in your life over the last few years. A lot has been going on in your life over the last few years. And whether it was good or whether it was bad, it was all indeed playing a rather sacred role when it comes to you being ready right now to take this passion of yours very seriously. So although it seems like, oh my God, you forgot about it for a while, no, you weren't. No, because our subconscious mind, it's working very deeply in the background. Our spirit is guiding us towards certain things to do and go through in order to be prepared for something much bigger, something much greater. So this is why maybe you haven't kind of been focusing on this passion of yours for a while, my gorgeous Pisces. You see, this could be absolutely anything. Do you know what I mean? So this particular person at the beginning of this week, it's going to play this major role in your life where you are going to be reminded of your own passion, something you feel so passionate about, something you felt so passionate about for so long to do. And this in itself, it's really also a lot to do, I feel, with you at the same time choosing like a certain lifestyle and living much better lifestyle as well. this in itself is going to change the whole quality of life in the best possible way. So my gorgeous Pisces, please listen to me very carefully. I will say it again. You will be reminded of your own passion, something you're so passionate about, something that inspires you so much, but it's also to do with something that you haven't been thinking about for a while. But now, as soon as you're reminded of this, you see, you will feel this on a different level. It's going to make you feel really optimistic. It's going to make you feel really positive, and you are gonna start to plan. You're going to start to imagine your life, the way your life, could be. And the more you imagine, the more you're going to be reconnecting with yourself. And the more you imagine this, the more determined you're going to become. Just remember, my gorgeous Pisces, it's a lot to do with your passion, things you're passionate about, your own inspiration. But it's also to do with the fact that this in itself is going to lead towards such a beautiful, major, life change, a lifestyle change, where you are gonna really feel like you are making the most out of your life, like you are making the most out of your spiritual journey. The more, when you're reminded of this passion of yours, the more you're gonna the more you think about this, the more you're gonna realize, how much is actually missing in your life. And the more you think about it, the more it's gonna make sense to you that you really need to do something about this passion of yours. I can see you clearly talking to somebody. There is somebody really specific you will be talking to about this. Somebody on one hand quite official, somebody on one hand quite important, but then on another hand, this is to do with a certain person who you are gonna find rather friendly as well. I think that, when it comes to this passion, you will feel like you need to kind of discuss this with somebody who is official in such a way when it comes to that person being connected to this particular field, whatever this is. And I do think that you're gonna feel, first of all, oh my God, it's gonna be too serious or something like that. But the whole conversation and the whole feeling, it's gonna end up being completely different, my gorgeous Pisces. And the bottom line is, it's not about how you're gonna feel around this particular person, where you're gonna kind of go to ask certain questions, where you're gonna be discussing this subject further, but it's more about how relaxed you're going to be, because when we are relaxed about certain people, we are more ourselves and we are not afraid of asking certain questions. What I want you to mention here, what I need you to understand, whoever you end up talking about this passion, for the love of God, my gorgeous Pisces, ask as many questions as you can. This is a crucial stage of your life to trying to find out as much as you can. You need to ask as many questions as you can. Don't feel silly or anything like that, and do not hold anything back. Because there are certain things you're going to find out which are ever so important, certain things that you've missed out on, in terms of like, oh my God, you kind of realizing that there are more bright prospects connected to this in your near future than you could have possibly imagined. This is why I need you to understand this. And there are also going to be certain things that you're going to find out that are going to kind of make you feel, I'm sorry, just a little bit worried. There is some kind of challenge you're going to have when it comes to all this, when it comes to you taking the first step, and when it comes to you taking this on the next level. There is some kind of a challenge you're actually going to have. There is no doubt about it whatsoever. But then again, when it comes to this challenge, my gorgeous Pisces, you must not allow this to scare you whatsoever. This challenge is going to come in a form of like you taking some kind of a risk, This challenge is going to come in a form of like you taking some kind of a risk, and you will see that first of all this is going to scare you, but there are going to be some kind of subconscious familiarity with it, something subconscious, subconsciously. What am I trying to say here? I know it sounds absolutely crazy, but what am I trying to say here, my gorgeous Pisces, is that this like kind of challenge that you are going to have, this risk that you're going to realize that you need to take, I'm trying to say that you must not allow this to put you off whatsoever, because there is something in your past that you've already been through similar to this situation. So you've already learned from the past when it comes to this challenge. Okay, when it comes to this risk that you're gonna that you will feel like you need to take in order to kind of take this on the next level, there is a risk that you will need to take. Not only you're gonna feel like it, but there is a risk that you're gonna need to take, which is absolutely fine, and you will see that you've already kind of have dealt with a certain situation in your past. So you just need to kind of like really think about how you've dealt with it before, you know. So this is what I need you to understand. And it's not identical situation that you've already dealt with this in your past. It's not exactly the same. It's not identical. That's not the life it's meant to be. But you will see that you should not allow this challenge, you know, this risk, you know, to actually scare you, because you have already dealt with something really similar in your past, and it's not identical, but you will realize that pretty quickly, pretty soon, my gorgeous Pisces, indeed. And it's gonna come to you completely out of blue. So you must not kind of rush with anything right now. If you feel like you want to rush, just go for it. But if you're a little bit nervous, or if you're a little bit like, oh my God, it's too much to do, you know, or it's like if something kind of scares you, you know, then you know, just like kind of take one step at a time and let things happen, you know, kind of organically. But when I say let things happen organically, I mean, come on, baby, I'm not being funny, but by the end of this week, a lot, it's gonna happen. By the end of this week already, there is some kind of like some kind of situation which is going to unfold out of it at the latest. You know, at the latest, by the end of this week already. So even if you kind of are worried about this risk, what am I trying to say here? I know it's confusing, but even if you are worried about this risk, to take this risk. So on one hand, my advice is like to take, to get on with it like immediately. But if you're worried that you need to take some kind of a risk, you will see that by the end of this week, something is going to happen in terms of an insight. It's just going to come to you at the moment in time you least expect. You will kind of be chilling out, you will be relaxing. The bottom line is you will be thinking about something completely different. And then boom, boom, suddenly this insight is going to come to you, and you're going to be reminded that you've dealt with some kind of situation like that in your past. And this is a really going to kind of re-energize you, and it's also going to kind of give you this confidence, you know. And so it's going to come to you in form of an insight where you're just going to be boom, boom, reminded, oh my God, I've dealt with a similar situation. And this is going to give you your strength. This is going to give you your power in order to take this very, very seriously. This passion of yours is, you know, not there like an accident or something like that. I've said this many times, you know, when we are passionate about something, there is a reason for it. There is a reason for it. Okay, whether this is something to do with us wanting to do something, us wanting to try something, us wanting to change our life, us wanting to live a different life, just remember it's all a lot boiling down to you having a beautiful lifestyle change, baby, through this situation, whatever this is. And this is why I need you to take this so seriously, like, oh my goodness. And also, my gorgeous Pisces, I know that this is going to sound a little bit, oh God, but in between the first part of this week and in between the midweek, you're going to have some kind of a strange message. Okay, here we go, Dark Lala, hello darling, you know, at around in between the first part of this week and the mid part of this week, you're going to have a really kind of strange message. And this strange message, you know, there is something that is going to make you feel really worried. There is something that is going to, oh my God, it's going to make you feel really worried. But whatever this strange message is, you know, it is to do with some kind of misunderstanding. Somebody misunderstood what you said to them, but it's to do with something official, it's to do with something legal, it's to do with some kind of like an important thing. You know, it's to do with something official, something legal, something important, something serious, you know, and something that's in the process right now, and something that you've started not that long ago, some kind of a legal process, something really important, something really serious, something really official. There is something that you started not that long ago, my gorgeous Pisces, and this has been on your mind quite a lot. So this message that you are going to have, it's going to be connected to that. Okay, and I know it's gonna make you scared. I think something is gonna make you worried. Like someone is gonna be like maybe questioning you, something like, oh my God, like somebody is gonna ask you like a few different questions, and you may even feel like it's some kind of like interrogation or something like that. And you must not allow this to kind of take the better of you. Do you know what I mean? Because it's to do with some kind of misunderstanding, whatever. So you just need to like really explain things, and without trying to be upset, because on one hand this is like going to be the last little bit which is needed in order to take this situation on a completely different level. So this is going to be resolved, whatever this is. So you just need to work a little bit more, just a little bit extra. You're so close. The bottom line is this in itself, whatever this is, it's going to end up to be such a brilliant and a successful negotiation. This is going to end up being like a really successful negotiation at the end of all this, and it's going to work in your favor. So this is why I need you to be strong here, my gorgeous Pisces, indeed. And also, by the time you get to the midweek, you know, there is you really are going to be thinking a lot about your past. Something is going to trigger you, you know, something is going to trigger this. Something is going to trigger this. I think it's a lot to do with this time of year, maybe for some reason it's a lot to do with this time of year, my gorgeous Pisces. Okay, and there is something that is going to make you feel really emotional. There is something that is going to make you feel like really. There is something that is going to make you feel like really emotional. There is something that is going to really remind you of your past, like from a very, very long time ago. And you know, it's not only you about you being reminded of your past, my gorgeous Pisces, but it's to do with this specific person who you're going to be reminded of. It's to do with this specific person who you're going to be reminded of. This could be somebody in your childhood, and this could be also somebody who you just haven't seen in a very long time, but I really like this person. It's somebody very powerful, somebody quite loud, not in a bad way, but somebody quite loud, somebody very powerful, somebody very energetic. I can describe this person like a little volcano or something, you know, and you will be thinking about this person, and you will be reminded of this person, and you haven't seen this person in a very long time. And now you will feel like you want to reconnect with this person so much, so much. Again, you know, please do it, and do it as soon as you possibly can. You know, please do reconnect with this person if you can. Give them a call, send them a message, you know, like try to get in touch with them again, because you're meant to be around this person, although you haven't seen this person in a very long time, but this person is meant to be in your life, and this person is going to be extremely beneficial for your life as well. When it comes to this person, is somehow going to play an important role when it comes to you improving your life, believe me or not. And this person, it's also like kind of going to play an important role when it comes to you improving your life. But it's also like kind of this person is gonna really kind of within the next 3 months after this person comes back into your life. So you see what I mean? Already I see this person coming back into your life. Within 3 months, as soon as this person returns into your life, and all it's going to take is like a one phone call or one message from you, which is exactly what you're going to do. And within 3 months, when this person returns into your life, this person is also going to be so significant when it comes to you coming up with this conclusion when it comes to some kind of a problem that has been like really causing you to have a lack of direction and lack of determination. So you see, it's like, wow, this person is really going to play a quite significant role when it comes to you liberating yourself. And once you again my gorgeous Pisces, you will realize how everything in this world, in this life, is so beautifully connected indeed. By the time you get to the last part of this week, oh my God, like, you know what, like before I mentioned, oh, you're gonna have this very strange message, you know, and you're gonna be like, you know, like a little bit, dark Lala is about to enter the room, you know. No, now at around the end of this week, my gorgeous Pisces, you are going to have such an amazing news. I'm so happy for you. I'm honestly, baby, so happy for you. You are going to have such an amazing news at around the end of this week, and this is going to mean to you so much because it's something that it's about to turn your life around in such a way where this particular news you're going to have, it's going to make you feel so happy, because you are also, not only this is going to turn your whole life around, the reason why this is going to turn your whole life around, it's only because you will be able to see from a completely different perspective, my gorgeous Pisces. This good news is going to be primarily responsible for you turning your life around, only because you will be able to see things from a completely different perspective when it comes to what you should do now, what you should start now, and exactly when it comes to what you should do in order to protect your precious energy, you know, in order to set the boundaries, my gorgeous Pisces. This is why this is going to turn your life around, because at the same time you will know that there is an important sacrifice that you will be able to make when it comes to all this. And for you to be able to make this sacrifice, oh my God, it can only mean one thing, my gorgeous Pisces, a major, major, major victory. Indeed, you must follow your heart at this stage of your life. You must follow your heart, and you're not going to be led astray, because you will see this is bringing a really big revelation when it comes to exactly what do you need to commit yourself to like immediately. So now, my gorgeous Pisces, I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards, and I'm going to see what's going to be a tarot card of the week. Okay, let's just see what is going to be a tarot card of the week, my gorgeous Pisces. What is going to be a tarot card of the week? Well, there you go. Things are most certainly going to start moving forward for you. Okay, you're also going to have such a beautiful progress when it comes to this week, my gorgeous Pisces. Something like, you know, this progress you're going to have, it's really going to pleasantly surprise you. It's something you didn't have a luck with in a very long time. It's something that was like really kind of like a stack for a very long time. You're also going to have such a positive news. You're going to have such a positive news, my gorgeous Pisces, when it comes to something that has been stuck, when it comes to something that you did not have a progress with whatsoever, when it comes to something you had a delay with. You know, this is going to pleasantly surprise you, my gorgeous Pisces, and I'm so happy for you indeed. And also, try to spend some time in nature. Try to ground yourself, try to recharge your batteries. This time of your life, it's ever so important when it comes to you doing something which is going to be like a little treat, you know, because, you know, at the end of the day, every single time when you manage to do this, especially when it comes to this week, when you manage to recharge your batteries, on one hand, you are, of course, mentally preparing yourself for what's to come. You are going to have so much to look forward to, but at the same time, every single time when you do try to recharge your batteries, when you spend some time in nature or you do something for yourself that makes you feel really good, as soon as you forget about your daily problems, so as soon as you forget about all those things that you think about on a daily basis, there is something very interesting which is going to come to you. There is something very interesting which is going to come to you. That you will realize that there is something very interesting, like again in form of an insight. You will realize like kind of what's missing in your life. You will realize what's missing in your life. But then again, when it comes to you realizing this, it's more about, you now kind of also kind of understanding that, it's to do with the specific people. It's to do with you maybe have lost contact with certain people in your life. It reminds me of that situation from before when I said it around the midweek. There is this particular person who you're going to remember, but it's also a lot to do with like you may be realizing that you want to spend more time with certain people that you haven't been spending enough time with. Somehow you're going to realize how much those beautiful people in your life are ever so important to you. And this is really beautiful, a feeling, because when these emotions take over, it also means that something negative is slowly but surely coming to an end. But it's also going to highlight those beautiful people in your life you should most certainly spend more time with, because this is going to reflect on your quality of life in general, and you are going to be much happier yourself. Hello my gorgeous people, just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions, and the more people subscribe to this channel, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful.